Hey guys, Elks Vapor back with you today. I would like to do an up-close rebuild of the new Aqua by Futoon. For those that are just getting it and want to learn how to wrap it for the first time, that's what we're going to do. The tools you are going to need to start this, we are going to use 30 gauge Kanthal wire. That is so it's a little bit higher resistance, so I can use it on a variable voltage mod if I choose to. Okay. With saying that, you're going to need two 6 to 8 inch pieces of that. You're going to need two drill bits. These are 3/32 size, and there are two of them. Okay. You're going to need either silica or cotton. In this case, I'm using cotton. For me, it's easier to wick, and it's easier to change it when you want to change flavors. So, okay, let's get started. First, let's take your first piece of Kanthal wire, your first drill bit, and we are going to wrap 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, you notice I didn't fire it in the beginning. I am going to use the springiness to my advantage, and I'll show you why. Now, I'm going to pinch these together, and that's where the springiness comes in. I'm going to pinch it from one side and the other and push. And it kind of bounces back right to the position I like it. Okay, and this is what you're left with, something like this. Alright, we're going to trim the legs, as I call them, to a more workable length. Okay, now we're going to repeat that with the next wire and drill bit. You're going to do just mirror the same image. 7 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Again, we're going to pinch it together, squeeze it, let it go. Presto. Trim it to a manageable length. Okay. There's your second coil. Alright, so we got our 2 coils. Now let's take the base of the Aqua, unscrew our little knurled nuts a little bit, get her ready, and let's screw her into my ohm checker as like a base to hold it. Okay. Taking the first drill bit, make sure you're able to see this. I'm going to put them on the outsides. Once you get one on it, it becomes a little easier. So twist it around, and then I pull it straight up. Again, the other side, twist it around, and I pull it straight up. Okay, the other side with the other drill bit, putting it on the outsides of the knurled nuts. Make sure this doesn't get in our way. Okay, we're going to bend that down to keep it out of our way for this next one. Okay, as close as you can get. Spin that around, pull it up. Okay, the next one, spin it around. And pull it up. Okay, guys, so you're left with something like this. I grab with both fingers, I'm holding it level, Let's get this in focus here. Okay. Now we're going to twist our little gnarled nuts. You can start them with your finger. I'm going to use these little pinchers. Now it's kind of tedious because the area you're working with is just very small. So take your time. You don't want to mess the coils up that you're attaching. Just about done. Okay, we'll snug them up pretty good. Again, you don't want to twist it as hard as you can. You don't want to break them. You don't want to twist your coil at all. Just kind of nice and snug. Okay. Now, bring all your lead wires straight up. Everything looks pretty good. Everything looks like it's attached. Let me see one little thing. I have one wire that doesn't look like it 100% got in there we go. Okay. I'm going to make sure we snug it up just a little bit more on this side. Okay. All your legs up. Let's trim off the excess. I do it right to the top of the post. Clip. That's it. All right. While you have your drill bits in there, just pull back slightly. You want to make sure that you're not touching those two contacts in the middle, or you will short out. And also, you don't want to go outside of the channel because you do have to screw down a chimney in there. So it is a tiny little space to work with. Once you do it a couple of times, it's not really that difficult if you just take your time. Okay, one by one, pull out your Allen screws. Okay, that looks pretty good. Got a 1.6 ohm. Not too bad. Okay, unscrew it. We'll put it on our mod. In this case, I have a Cronus. All right, let's do a little test firing. Seems to be working pretty good. Okay, what I'm going to do to ensure that it's going to fit inside the chimney is just, with my tweezers, just give it a little pinch together, kind of condense it a little. Okay, now the other side, just kind of give it a pinch. Okay, condense it. Retest fire it, make sure you didn't mess your coils up. In this case, it looks pretty good. Both firing from the center out, that's what you're looking for. Both firing at the same time, another thing what you're looking for. If you don't achieve that, you can tweak it a little. Make sure your wires are spaced, appropriately. Make sure you have enough snuggage on your screws. It could be a little loose. You just play with it a little. Okay, let's put our safety on. Now let's wick this. Let's see here. Okay, I have already pre-rolled 2 little cotton wicks, have you? About 2 inches long. This is organic cotton. Again, about 2 inches long. Just kind of pinch the one end and kind of roll it. That's the end we're going to fish through. If you wet it a little, I find it works easy too. Okay, pull her through, nice and easy. You don't want to, if you have a little knot in there, you want to kind of work it out because you don't want to mess your coil up. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's not super snug. It can still be pulled through. All right, let's do the other one. Again, about a 2-inch piece. Roll your one end up. I wet it a little. Okay, we'll fish that through. See, notice how it goes through nice and easy. Try to keep my fat fingers out of there, guys. Sorry. And then this is what you're left with, okay? Okay, the next part, we are going to take some of your juice. In this case, I have a Villain Vapors, Bonnie and Clyde. It's a nice all-day vape. And what we are going to do is kind of wet down your wicks. Now this, this is a step, is going to help kind of adhere it to the channels. It kind of makes it stick a little better. Kind of like glue, guys. All right, so don't be shy with it. Don't have to go all the way down the wick. Just, you know, about a good inch of it. Both sides. Okay, like so. All right, now we can trim up a little bit on each side. So you're left with something like this. Now the drill bit you were using earlier, start and push those in the channels. Okay, I got one in like so. The second one, let's see if I can do it this way. You want to make sure they're sitting nice and snug in the channel. Because again, you have to screw down your chimney. And if it's in the threading area, you're going to have a problem. It's not going to screw down very well. So you make sure that it's nice and in there. See how we have a little bit of excess here? We're going to trim that off. That one looks good. Okay, we got a couple we need to trim. Let's see, this one we'll cut in half. We'll cut. This one's a little long. We'll cut it. Okay. Again, back in the channel. Okay. This is what you end up with, guys. Let's see if I can focus this a little better. Okay, we'll go around it. They're all sitting nice in the channels, maybe except for this one. This is the time to fix it, though. Okay. All right, that's that. We're looking good. We're going to give it a test vape, or test fire, excuse me. That's burning pretty well. Good. Okay, next step. Take your chimney and screw her down. Listen, guys, nice and easy. You just spent all that time. Okay, like so. Okay, all the way down as far as it'll go. As you can see, again, these are your 4 little alleyways for your juice to kind of crawl up in there. Okay. Now your tank portion section, let's put that in. Now I heard a lot of misunderstanding out there. I've watched a lot of videos on this, on filling it. You don't have to screw it all the way down. I'll show you what I do. It works every time. I don't ever have anything dripping. You want to make sure that this is closed off here. Now your tank section, you can leave it. You could leave it open. See the holes are exposed there. That's fine. As long as your juice thingy is twisted all the way shut, that's all you need to be worried with. Now, we have a little excess piece. Okay, now take your juice and you want to fill it up. I do it till it hits the bottom of the threading where the top cap gets screwed on. Okay, now take your top cap, put it on, and you want to just twist a little bit until you see it to start catching. Okay, now turn it upside down. You know, keep some pressure on it and finish twisting it. That allows for the negative pressure to not push the juice out your 2 air holes. That's the only problem. You don't need to close it off. You know, I've heard a lot of everybody's following everybody. You know, one person says, hey, you got to close it all the way down, and everybody's saying it. That's not true. I've been vaping this for a month now, solid. This is my favorite atomizer on the market. I have a few of them. I feel that strongly about them. And that's that. You pop on your mouthpiece, and you're ready to go, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, vape on and vape proudly, guys. Thanks again.